Fellas, we gotta talk. A lot of men seem to think that Donald Trump is some kind of tough guy. He's not. I mean, look at him. He wears more makeup than Dolly Parton. He whines like a baby. The guy's afraid of birds. Donald Trump had his daddy pay a doctor to say his Will feet hurt so he could dodge the draft. Look at that gut, like a garbage bag full of buttermilk.
Take a moment and let it sink in. Don't rush past it. Let people really think about what they just saw. Here's a man built like a machine, steady and precise, calmly breaking down a sitting president's tough guy image in under half a minute. What makes this moment stand out from the usual celebrity criticism of Donald Trump is who Dave Bautista is. He's not a comedian trying to get laughs. He's not a TV host speaking to an audience that already agrees with him. He's not reading lines written by someone else. Instead, he's someone who once dominated one of the most physically demanding careers in entertainment, then successfully built a new life as a Hollywood actor. And he chose to speak up on his own. No script, no pressure to entertain, just his own voice. That decision didn't come out of nowhere. It's rooted in his personal story, something many people scrolling past the clip probably didn't consider. For Bautista, Donald Trump isn't just a political rival. He represents an idea Bautista has pushed back against for most of his life. The belief that power equals strength, that shouting makes someone strong, or that putting others down is a sign of leadership. Bautista understands what real strength actually looks like. He grew up in Washington, D.C., raised by a lesbian mother at a time when that took genuine courage. Not the kind that gets attention or praise, but the quiet kind. The strength to face judgment, endure silence, and keep moving forward no matter what.
It turned out to be an extreme homophobe. And so I had a huge issue with it. It's a personal issue with me. My mom's a lesbian, and I just can no longer call him a friend.
That clip may seem like it's only about covering a tattoo, but it actually shows a personal boundary Dave Bautista set long before politics became so heated. He was speaking about a former colleague he once respected, trained with, and considered a friend, until that person made public anti-gay comments. When those views came out, Bautista didn't argue or go back and forth online. Instead, he made a clear decision and had that person's logo removed from his body. That choice wasn't for attention. It showed a real belief, even though it came with a personal cost. At the same time,
all they can talk about is abortion. That's all they talk about. And it really no longer pertains because we've done something on abortion that nobody thought was possible. And I give those three brilliant, if you think about it, and it's six, but the three that we put in, but six brilliant justices of the United States Supreme Court, a tremendous hand for their intelligence, but also for their courage. It took a lot of courage.
That clip may seem like it's only about Dave Bautista responded in a direct actually and shows a
way.
personal boundary.
He was asked, how important is it that men that look like you get a lot louder for women?
I don't think it has anything to do with men that look like me. I think every fucking man needs to be louder about the rights of women.
The line about avoiding the draft isn't just a joke. It's a real fact delivered in a funny way. That's the point. People may laugh at first, but the truth sticks with them afterward. Bautista clearly knows what he's doing. The examples he brings up, like the firefighter cards, the umbrella, and the water bottle, are all moments where Trump tried to look strong, but the footage told a different story. Bautista isn't inventing anything. He's simply pointing to what already happened and choosing not to ignore it. Then comes the dance joke, and that's where it shifts beyond a basic roast.
Donald Trump had his daddy pay a doctor to say his Will feet hurt so he could dodge the draft. Look at that gut, like a garbage bag full of buttermilk. He sells imaginary baseball cards pretending to be a cowboy fireman. The guy's barely strong enough to hold an umbrella. I mean, look how he drinks water. Like a little pink chickadee.
The crowd cheers loudly, but Bautista doesn't pause. He quickly shifts to a more serious point.
You know that little dance he does? He looks like he's jacking off a pair of giraffes.
That part isn't random. Words like moody, sulky, childish, and too friendly with Putin all challenge the image Trump tries to show. Bautista isn't going after how Trump looks. He's questioning the strong, confident persona he presents, especially to his supporters. He keeps his voice steady the whole time. No shouting, no anger, just calm, clear delivery, like someone giving simple directions. That quiet approach is what makes his message powerful and easy to remember. Now, before we get into what Trump says about himself, take another look at this moment. When you watch it again,
Fellas, we gotta talk. A lot of men seem to think that Donald Trump is some kind of tough guy. He's not. I mean, look at him. He wears more makeup than Dolly Parton. He whines like a baby. The guy's afraid of birds. Donald Trump had his daddy pay a doctor to say his Will feet hurt so he could dodge the draft. Look at that gut. Like a garbage bag full of buttermilk.
this is where it really becomes convincing. Instead of relying only on Bautista's words, the script allows Trump to speak about himself, making the message feel more real and harder to ignore.
He secretly puts the marker on the end of the putter, and then he looks like he's marking it, but really, now the mark is 3 feet closer. That's a way easier putt.
One clip shows a man openly praising a lack of knowledge among his supporters. The other shows him talking about how smart he is without anyone asking. No one twisted his words or changed the setting. He said it himself, live, in front of a crowd and cameras. Bautista describes him as someone who complains a lot, while Trump calls himself a genius, while also praising ignorance. The difference between those moments speaks for itself. It doesn't need extra explanation, just a replay. And when it comes to the claims about golf, which Bautista hints at in his Kimmel appearance, there's more to consider.
This November, let's stop kidding ourselves. Donald Trump is afraid of rain, of dogs, of windmills, Merle Street, and being laughed at.
Isn't it past your jail time?
And mostly, he's terrified that real red-blooded American men will find out that he's a weak, tubby toddler.
Mommy, take me home, Mommy. I want to go home.
What's wrong, tough guy? Did someone grab you by the Whiny bitch.
Taking forward by guys who can still see the room.
Thank you, Dave. You're an American treasure.
It doesn't happen in secret. It needs people watching, keeping track, and deciding whether to stay silent or speak up. Anyone who played with Trump and said nothing made a choice. Bautista made a different one. He spoke out, even though he never shared that space with him. This part of the video connects strongly with wrestling fans, a group often ignored by political content. In a TikTok clip after an interview, Mark William Calloway, better known as The Undertaker, tells viewers they have a choice: stand with him, Kane, and Donald Trump, or side with Kamala Harris, Tim Walz, and Dave Bautista. Trump ends by saying the decision is up to them. Now the situation feels familiar to wrestling fans. WWE isn't just a show, it's built on loyalty and rivalry. Fans pick sides. There are heroes and villains. In a way, Trump placed Bautista in the role of the hero, but this time, it wasn't scripted. Bautista's reply carries extra weight, especially when he brings up serious issues like women's rights. At that point, it goes beyond politics. It becomes about character, who these people really are outside the spotlight. The Undertaker and Kane publicly chose where they stand, linking their reputations to Trump. Bautista had already described his view clearly, based on what he had seen and believed. For wrestling fans, who are used to telling the difference between acting and reality, this stood out. They recognized something real. Bautista ended his Kimmel appearance without jokes or build-up, just a direct, honest finish to what he started.